How's it going today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day so far. So today in this video, we're going to be talking about how to make more money on YouTube. And I'm kind of making this as an early Christmas present because I know a lot of people on my channel have YouTube channels, whether it's related to investing or entrepreneurship or whatever it may be. I know a lot of people that comment on my videos frequently have their own YouTube channels. And as somebody who's been a full-time YouTuber for almost 18 months now, I think I have a fair amount of insight to share with you guys about how to actually make good money with a YouTube channel. And I'm going to go through that today and tell you guys exactly what I'm doing to be making the money I'm making here on YouTube. So first of all, for those of you who are not familiar with me, I want to go ahead and cover a brief backstory of myself. So I started this YouTube channel back in October of 2016, and then in June of 2017, I quit my full-time job to pursue YouTube full-time back when I had about 10,000 subscribers on this platform. And at that point in time, I was only making $1,000 per month. So I was not making a lot of money at all on YouTube. I had to scale up this YouTube channel in order to replace my income from my job, and that is exactly what I did over the next year or so. So from that point forward, I scaled up from about $1,000 per month to $10,000 per month over the course of the next 6 months to 1 year or so. And now at this point in time, I'm closing in on the $1,000 per day mark on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing that there's this much money to be made online. But again, the reason why I share these numbers with you guys is not to brag, not to show you guys, hey, look what I'm doing out here, not to sell anything. Merely all I'm sharing that for is to show you guys what is actually possible when you work hard. And I think a lot of people just have no idea how much money you can make with a platform like YouTube. Now, you might be somebody like myself where you're looking to replace your income full-time with a YouTube channel, or probably more frequently you're going to find people who are doing a YouTube channel as a side hustle of some kind. You know, they're looking to make some money on the side, and they're just looking to make some extra money on the side for their hobby here, which is making videos. But wherever you stand, I think the advice in this video is going to help you as far as making the most money possible from this platform. Now, what we're going to talk about first is the bad way to make money on YouTube, and this is unfortunately what every single person out there does, and that is what you can see here on the right, and that is to rely 100% on ad revenue from Google. So most people think the only way to make money on YouTube is to upload videos that get a lot of views, and then every single one of those views has ads run on them, and then you're making money from YouTube from the ad revenue. But there's a big problem with solely relying on ad revenue for income from your YouTube channel, and that is the fact that views can be incredibly inconsistent on your channel. So if we take a look at the data for my channel, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know the best month on this channel, we were close to 2 million views, if not a little bit over, and the worst month in this calendar year was 400,000 views. So if you can imagine there, my income from ad revenue was also really high in that month where I had close to 2 million views, and it was really low in that month when I had about 400,000 views. So that is what happens if you solely rely on ad revenue as the income source from your YouTube channel. Some months it's going to be really good when you're getting maybe 1 or 2 or 5 million views depending on your niche, and other months you're not going to get as many views and your income is going to be cut proportionally. So you cannot solely rely on ad revenue as an income source for your channel unless you're just doing this part-time for fun and you don't really care about how much money you're making. But for me personally, I live off of my YouTube revenue. I live off of this online business I've created, so I cannot solely rely on ad revenue as the income for my channel. So on the right here, that is actually if you were to take the income from my YouTube channel and break it up into segments, where it is all coming from. And as you can see, about 40% of the money I'm making from my YouTube channel and my online business is from ad revenue paid by Google. Now, don't get me wrong, I made that mistake before of solely relying on ad revenue, and then I realized I had to transition into a much better business model, which is when I started incorporating these other pieces here, which I'm going to teach you as we go through this video. So without a doubt, still ad revenue is the biggest source of revenue for my channel, and that is about 40% of the money I am making. Now, 30% comes from either my own digital products or digital products I am affiliated with. A lot of people are not familiar with a digital product, but it's something like an online course, an online membership site, any kind of paid guide or paid resource. It is something intangible that you're creating and then you are selling. And now, am I personally selling all of these courses? I didn't personally create them, but I am affiliated with a lot of different people that have their own online courses. And when somebody purchases one of those courses, I earn a commission in the process. So that is the second largest source of revenue for my channel, is either digital products I've created or digital products I am affiliated with. Number three, the next largest, is other affiliate relationships I have established with brands, and that's going to be direct relationships with companies within your niche. Now, obviously, every niche is going to be different, and so I can't tell you exactly who you should be contacting as far as, the companies within your niche that are going to have relationships with you and give you commission on the traffic you're referring to them. But what you need to do is take a step back and say, okay, what are the brands in my niche? And you should be establishing relationships with them. But we'll talk about that more as we get into the details here. The next smallest one, about 10% of my income, comes from something totally separate from my YouTube channel, but it's related, and it's a separate brand I've started or created called Investing Simple. I didn't actually create the brand. It was an Instagram page I ended up purchasing back in July of 2018, and that is both an Instagram account and a blog that I'm building out, and that accounts for about 10% of the revenue for my online business here. And then that small 5% pie right here is just the money I make from sponsored posts, either over on my Instagram account, or occasionally I'll do a sponsored video on the channel, very, very infrequently. I do have one that's probably come out already, but very infrequently do I do sponsored videos here on YouTube, but I do a fair amount of sponsored posts over on Instagram. Now, the reason why it's a good idea to have all of these different components working for you is because at this point in time, you are not solely relying on any one source of income. If all of a sudden YouTube decided to stop paying ads, well, that's only 40% of my income, and I still have the other 60% that's gonna pay for my rent and pay for my bills. And if all of a sudden my digital products and the digital products I'm affiliated for stopped selling, well, I still have another huge piece of revenue here coming in from ads and all of these other sources. So you know the old saying, don't put all of your eggs in one basket, don't rely on one source of income. That is all true here with your YouTube channel. You do not want to rely on any one thing too much. And if you're sitting there and you're 100% reliant on ads, well, then you're gonna have a couple of stressful months at some point when your views are down and you're just not making enough money to sustain yourself. So I would recommend starting to build out different revenue streams before that begins to happen to you. Okay, so that being said, I want to now go ahead and cover 10 different ways you can make more money with your YouTube channel, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly which ones I'm doing and the ones that have not worked well for me. Number one, the very first thing I did, the second income or revenue stream for my YouTube channel, the easiest one to implement, is Amazon affiliate links. If you look down in the description of this video, you're going to see links to different books that I like. I used to link to the gear I was recording with. I think now I only link to books that I like, my favorite investing or business books. But this is by far the easiest way to make more money with your YouTube channel, and that is to simply add Amazon affiliate links to the description of your video. You can do this as an upload default. That's how I recommend doing it. That way it shows up in every single new upload that you post. But what you're going to basically do is link to any products that you use frequently in your videos, link to any books that you discuss in your videos. You could be doing a book review and you're talking about a particular book. All you have to do is hold up that book and say, hey, if you want to purchase it, the link's in the description below. And then anybody who clicks on that link and purchases, you're going to earn a commission in the process. So Amazon affiliate links are the easiest way to make extra money with your YouTube channel. It will take you less than an hour to set up. It'll probably take you 10 minutes, to be honest with you, to apply for the Amazon Associates program and then toss some links in your description. For me, that was an easy way to make an extra couple $100 from my YouTube channel with very little effort. So if you don't have Amazon affiliate links yet, I would highly recommend that. And a lot of these different points here, I have other videos expanding upon that topic. I definitely have one talking about Amazon affiliate links, so I'm going to link it up in the description below. Number two, the second thing that you should do, or the second way that I began to make more money with my YouTube channel, is selling my own digital product. So I launched my own stock market investing course. I also had a membership site for a while, and these were great revenue streams for my channel. Now you might be asking yourself, why did I decide to stop in my membership site, and why did I stop really promoting my online course? And the reason for that is because I like to focus on passive income with my online business, and having an online course or a membership site is definitely not very passive. It requires a lot of active effort, and I wanted my business to be as passive as possible. So after having a couple of successful courses and a successful membership site, I decided to step away from that as an income source. And the beauty of this system is that I was able to do that because that was only, one small section of my pie here. But being somebody who had a successful online course, I can tell you it is one of the easiest ways to make some more money with your YouTube channel. And if you guys are looking to learn more about creating your own online course, I actually put together a completely free course called Course Creation Companion. It's about a 50-lesson course that I put together back in May that walks you through the entire process of launching, creating, hosting, marketing your own online course. It is completely free. That is linked up in the description below. And that is one of the easiest ways to add another revenue stream to your YouTube channel or any kind of online following that you have. That is by, selling an online course or selling access to some kind of private membership site. For me, that is what pushed me through the 5-figure a month mark with my YouTube channel, was selling an online course on the back end. So there's a tremendous amount of money to be made by doing that, and that is one of the easiest ways to make more money with a very small YouTube channel. Number 3, the third thing you can do to make more money on YouTube. This is a very easy thing that so few people are doing, but what you're going to be doing is adding mid-roll ads to your longer YouTube videos. So most people who post videos on YouTube are posting very short videos, maybe they're 3 to 5 minutes, but there's actually a huge advantage to posting long videos, and that is the fact that you can add multiple ads to that video. So let's say you post a 20-minute video where you're teaching a certain lesson on a topic. You could potentially add 2 or 3 video ads throughout that video that are going to play, and the more ads that are playing on your video, the more ad revenue you're going to make in that process. So if you're looking to make more money from ad revenue, you can go back through your existing content that's over 10 minutes, test out some mid-roll ads, and focus on making longer content going forward. Now you do want to be careful with this and make sure you don't go too far with it and just stuff your video full of ads, because then nobody's going to watch it. The drop-off rate's going to be high, and that's going to hurt your search ranking and your viewership. So you don't want to go overboard with this, but one of the easiest things you can do is drop a mid-roll ad at the hook point of a video. Now what is the hook point? The hook point is when somebody is about to get to the point. So let's say I was sitting here and I was going to say to you, the best way to make money with a YouTube channel is, you're going to want to drop that ad right at that point. That way people have to stick around and figure out what that nugget is that you were about to drop. So that is what you call a hook point. One of the easiest things you can do is drop mid-roll ads at the hook point in your longer videos. Number 4, the fourth thing you can do to make more money with your YouTube channel is simply to take the existing content that you have and organize it into playlists. Now this is going to be beneficial for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's going to organize your content. That way somebody who shows up on your channel is going to be able to say, okay, here's all of the videos related to this topic or that topic or that topic, and it makes your content much easier for the viewer to jump in. So let's say you did a YouTube channel about golfing and you had 15 videos about golfing for beginners. You could put all of that right in one series. That way people can click on that and watch through all of those videos. Now, what that's going to do for you is that's going to improve the session duration for that viewer. And this is kind of complicated, but let's say that person clicks on your video and then they watch 5 more of your videos in a row. Well, YouTube or Google is going to see that and they're going to say, well, that must be a pretty good video and a pretty good channel if they watched 5 videos after that, and they're going to continue to recommend your channel as a result. Whereas if your content isn't really organized, they might click on one video and then end up on somebody else's channel because they don't know where your next video is. Now, the second thing that this can do to help you is that by creating playlists and using good metadata practices as far as the title and the description of those playlists, you can actually rank playlists and get traffic to those playlists. So if you made a playlist called How to Golf for Beginners, people who are searching for that might come across your playlist instead of a video in the search results, and it's just going to get you more views on your videos, which is going to be more ads, more clicks on your affiliate links, and everything from there. So organizing your videos into playlists is one of the easiest things you can do to make more money with your channel. Number 5, the 5th thing you can do that I stress all of the time is to conduct market research before creating content on YouTube. And what I mean by that is you should simply be subscribed to or following all of the big channels within your niche and looking at what content they are posting. If you notice they post a particular video that's doing extremely well, maybe you should consider doing your own version of that video. I'm not saying you should copy it, but you can kind of take that video and make your own version of it using the same kind of title or thumbnail, and it will probably perform equally as well, or if not pretty well compared to that video. I have countless examples of this on my channel videos where I've taken a popular video, made my own version of it, and got a ton of views in the process. So conducting a little bit of market research before creating content is absolutely essential. Otherwise, you could be wasting your time making videos that nobody really wants to see. Number 6, the sixth thing you can do, which is what I did with my channel, is to spin off your channel into a blog or an Instagram page or an email list or a Facebook page or all of the above. Now, the way I did this is by purchasing basically an Instagram account, investing simple, building out that blog and kind of combining these things together. That way I get traffic from my blog over to YouTube, traffic from YouTube to my blog and Instagram, and all like that, sharing traffic between them. But you don't have to necessarily buy a page. You could start your own page and kind of build a following on multiple different platforms and then leverage that following across all 3 of these. So you can make money with your email list or your Instagram page or your Facebook page, or you could do messenger marketing. There are so many potential ways to make money off of YouTube, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that you are gathering an audience on different platforms or in different areas. Number 7, the 7th thing you can do to make money with your YouTube channel or online audience is to host your own live event. Now you might be looking at me like, who's going to show up at a live event? But I actually had my first live event back in October this year, Passive Income Masterclass, and it was actually a really, really awesome time. We ended up having about 25 people come. My friend and I taught people for the entire day at this location in Dallas. It was a really cool, basically a shared workspace we rented, and we had our first live event, and it actually ended up being a really great experience for everybody and a very profitable experience for ourselves. So don't think that you have to be anybody crazy. You don't have to be Tony Robbins in order to have a live event and have people show up. If people value your information and they want to see you, they would be very willing to open up their wallets and pay for a ticket to come see you. So yes, this might be something that is way down the road for some people, but don't rule out having your own or hosting your own live event, because it can be an excellent way to make some money with your channel. Number 8, one of my favorite ways to make money with a YouTube channel or any following online is to establish affiliate relationships with different brands within your niche. Now, I did a 3-part series on this with ODI Productions. He has a YouTube channel where all he pretty much talks about is affiliate marketing. So I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but I'm going to link up that 3-part series in the description below. And I also have a 5,000 word blog that's all about affiliate marketing, like a beginner's guide, that I'm going to link up as well in the description below. But understand that affiliate marketing is simply getting paid for referrals. So what you want to do is align yourself with the different businesses within your niche or companies within your niche and ask them if they have affiliate programs. Amazon Associates, Amazon affiliate links, that's one of the most basic and simple versions of affiliate marketing. But with that, the margins are very low. You're usually making anywhere from, 2 to 5, maybe 6% of that sale. You can make a lot more money by establishing relationships directly with these brands, and that is what you would call, affiliate relationships that you've established. Now, like I said, every niche is going to be different. The companies that I affiliate with are not going to be the same ones that you affiliate with, but what you want to do is figure out the biggest companies in your niche and try to establish relationships with them and leverage affiliate marketing. This has been huge for my channel and my blog, and it's one of my main focuses going into 2019. Number 9 is one-on-one coaching, or even group coaching if you want to. This can be a great way to make some extra money with your YouTube channel. Now, there's a friend of mine who also is a YouTuber. I'm not going to name his name. I'm sure he knows if he's watching this, but he told me about how he frequently has to drive, 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. And what he'll do is while he's in the car, he will do a one-on-one call with somebody from his YouTube channel and do a one-on-one coaching session, and they usually pay him about $150 for 1 hour of his time. So he takes time he was going to originally spend in the car, jumps on the phone with somebody for a one-on-one coaching session, and makes a quick $150. So there's certainly nothing wrong with that. But you'd be amazed how many people are willing to pay you for that personalized attention and have some of your personal questions being answered. Now, of course, if you are doing something like that, you want to make sure that you're transparent about what it is that you're showing people, whether or not you're an expert. You're not going to obviously want to jump on there and be giving somebody tax advice if you're not a tax advisor or anything like that. So you, again, want to use common sense. But if you're talking to people about a certain topic and you are an expert, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing one-on-one coaching or group coaching. It can be a great way to generate some extra money from your channel. And then number 10, the final thing, which I haven't really had success with either of these, is selling merchandise on your channel or setting up a Patreon account where you have members-only content that only people who pledge money to you can see. I don't really have any experience with that. I know a lot of people do use Patreon. Usually it's people who are making, I don't know, $500 to $1,000 per month. I don't think there's any huge income potential with Patreon, but it all depends on your niche. One of the niches where Patreon would work exceptionally well is if you were an artist or a graphic designer or a musical artist and you were basically having people pledge to see songs or drawings or something that you're not sharing anywhere else. All of these different methods of making money on YouTube, some of them are going to work better for certain niches. That's just the way that it is. And then as far as merchandise goes, again, depending on the channel, depending on the niche, merchandise makes sense for some people. It doesn't necessarily make sense for everybody. I tried selling merch on my channel about a year ago, and it just wasn't a big seller because what I am is a personal brand. And so I was trying to sell shirts that had Bitcoin logos on them and different investing slogans. And people just weren't really a fan of them because they weren't really tied to me, but I'm not exactly going to take my face and put it on a shirt either. So my niche is not really one that works well with merchandise, but some work better than others. All right, anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I have a bunch of great resources linked up in the description below. My course creation companion full-length course. I have that 5,000 word guide on affiliate marketing and all kinds of different videos I've done on these individual subjects that you guys might enjoy. So make sure you guys check those out in the description below. If you have any questions about making money on YouTube, building a following, any of that, drop me a comment below and I will do my best to answer those. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.